doing, mommy?
I'm good. We're great. We're blessed. We're happy to be here today to support you always in all of the beautiful things that you are doing. Thank you for having us.
Celebrities who participated in Diddy's crimes are getting exposed, and word on the street is that Jennifer Lopez and Ashton Kutcher ran the whole thing. Not only that, but the FBI reportedly found some incriminating videos of them during their raid on Diddy's house. And that's not all. Rumors suggest one of them may have witnessed Diddy assault someone, but chose to stay silent and even helped cover it up. Can you believe this? This story is absolutely insane. So grab your popcorn, because
Gotta get out of control
Do you have any comments about P. Diddy, the allegation?
Well, back up, look, don't lean. Jennifer, get your sign, don't lean. Recognize your sign.
just getting started and everything. So one thing these past few months have made crystal clear, y'all, is that celebrities will act like they've never met each other the moment one of them gets into trouble. But you know what? Thank God for the internet, because it never forgets. As much as some celebs are now scrambling to distance themselves from Diddy, the receipts are there for the world to see. Photos, videos, and countless red carpet moments. There's an endless archive online of them partying, posing, and cozying up with him over the years. Try as they might to rewrite history, those images aren't going anywhere. You know, like for years, Diddy was the life of the party. His legendary events weren't just parties, they were cultural moments. Celebrities from every corner of the industry clamored for an invite, and the photos and videos from those nights were plastered across magazines and social media. But now, with Diddy facing mounting allegations and serious legal troubles, those same celebs are suddenly silent. People who were once front and center at his gatherings are conveniently acting like they barely knew him. It's the classic Hollywood move: when the heat gets too intense, cut ties and hope no one notices. Two of the celebrities who have been trying tirelessly to distance themselves from Diddy are Ashton Kutcher and Jennifer Lopez. Now, when we look back at all these allegations against Diddy, both of them have been around when some of these alleged incidents went down. Take Jenny, for example. Y'all know that Jennifer Lopez has one of the most complicated back and forth relationships ever. But of late, people have always questioned if Jennifer truly ever knew what Diddy was up to. Recent pictures from the night where Diddy and two other celebs allegedly assaulted a person while they were just 13 years old have surfaced. As it turns out, Jennifer Lopez was next to Diddy that whole night. The incident took place in New York back in 2000. The recently resurfaced photos show Diddy and Lopez in a heated environment. It's alleged that after this heated exchange with Jenny, Diddy went on to commit his heinous crime. In the photos, Diddy was spotted standing close to Jenny wearing a white t-shirt and a baseball cap with one hand casually placed against the wall behind her. He leaned in, and the two appeared to be in a deep and heated conversation. What they were discussing, that's anyone's guess. Diddy held a bottle of champagne as they continued talking in what can only be described as an angry manner. Just moments earlier, Jennifer Lopez had been next to her sister, Linda Lopez, on an elevated platform overlooking the party, while Diddy poured drinks for the guests. On this night in particular, Diddy and Jay-Z are accused of assaulting a Jane Doe when she was just 13 years old, while another female celebrity allegedly watched. The lawsuit states that on the night in question, the Jane Doe was dropped off by a friend at Radio City Music Hall in New York City, hoping to get into the VMAs. But here's the thing. She didn't have a ticket, and being just 13 years old, she was turned away at the door. So she decided to go to the after party instead, y'all. And to a couple of the limo drivers who were there so she could get a lift to the VM's after party, she stumbled upon one driver who claimed to work for Diddy. The driver told her that she would definitely get into the party because she was young and the type of girl Diddy was into. The limo driver then drove the girl to the after party. Now, according to the lawsuit, the girl was then given an NDA to sign, promising she would never speak about what went down that night. But she never received a copy of the NDA. When she got into the after party, she saw a ton of celebs like Jennifer Lopez, Jay-Z, and many more, but none of them were mentioned in the lawsuit. The girl also noticed that the party was filled with people using a ton of drugs. While in there, she was given a reddish-yellow drink that tasted like orange juice, cranberry juice, and something bitter. After one drink, the girl is said to have started feeling woozy and lightheaded. She started looking for a place to rest and entered what she believed to be an empty bedroom so she could lie down for a moment. She did not lock the door. Shortly after that, Diddy allegedly entered the room with two more celebrities, Jay-Z and another female. Diddy reportedly approached her very aggressively and asked her if she was ready to party. Then the horrific act happened, with Diddy and Jay-Z being the main aggressors, while the female celeb watched on. Now, while the lawsuit doesn't explicitly name Jennifer Lopez as the female celebrity present during the assault, her proximity to Diddy that night has raised questions. The heated exchange captured in photos, combined with her visible presence at the party, has fueled speculation about her role or lack thereof in the event that unfolded. It's important to note that no formal accusations have been made against Jennifer Lopez, and her involvement remains unconfirmed. However, this isn't the first time her name has been linked to incidents involving Diddy, adding another layer of complexity to an already dark story. Now, as the lawsuit moves forward, people are undoubtedly demanding answers, not just from Diddy, but from everyone who was present that night, especially from Jennifer Lopez. The resurfaced rumors have reignited questions about her long-standing relationship with Diddy and her awareness of his alleged behavior. Now, when it comes to Ashton Kutcher, he and Diddy's stories are even worse, y'all. The moment when Ashton Kutcher and Diddy's paths first crossed was a meeting that didn't exactly scream friendship goals, but somehow became the start of a bond that would last for years. It all began during Ashton's MTV Punk'd days. Ashton had one of his signature pranks lined up, and his target was none other than Diddy himself. But before Ashton could pull the trigger on the prank, he got a very unexpected call from Diddy. Now, this wasn't your average friendly courtesy call, y'all. According to Ashton, Diddy essentially told him in no uncertain terms that punking him would be a terrible idea. It wasn't a polite please don't either. Ashton described it as a full-on warning. Diddy made it clear that it would be in Ashton's best interest to revisit his plans and leave him out of the prank shenanigans. You'd think that kind of conversation would have ended with the two going their separate ways, right? Wrong. Instead, this bizarre, tense moment became the unlikely foundation of a years-long friendship. From that point on, Ashton and Diddy became practically inseparable, whether it was red carpets, talk show appearances, or major industry events. The two were constantly spotted together. Their chemistry as friends was undeniable, and they quickly became one of Hollywood's most unexpected bromances, y'all. One of the key milestones in their friendship was Ashton becoming a regular at Diddy's infamous white parties. Now, if you've heard anything about Diddy's parties, you know they're legendary, and not just for the glitz and glamour. These events were where Hollywood's elite gathered to let loose, network, and allegedly indulge in behavior that people are still whispering about to this day. Ashton couldn't stop gushing about how incredible these parties were. In one conversation, as reported by The Mirror, Ashton praised Diddy's events, calling them the ultimate must-attend gatherings. He would go on and on about the energy, the exclusivity, and the unforgettable experiences. It wasn't just about the parties, though. It was clear Ashton admired Diddy's larger-than-life persona. However, Ashton never really went into detail about what really transpired at these Diddy parties. In a 2019 interview on Hot Ones, Ashton was weirdly tight-lipped when the subject of Diddy's parties got brought up. Now, this was extremely out of character for Ashton because he has always had wonderful things to say about Diddy. Back in 2006, Ashton revealed that his friendship with Diddy was so influential that it made him make the decision to join the cast of Guess Who. Our friendship has helped me become aware of the fact that people are becoming comfortable with something that's still very uncomfortable. When I was hanging out with Sean, people did not understand why this Iowa farm kid went out with this hip-hop mogul from New York. It wasn't that he was a hip-hop mogul and I was a farm kid. It was because he was Black and I was white. It was that simple. If he was a white hip-hop artist from New York, nobody would have noticed.